for me. I couldn't thank you enough. My worship could never measure how I feel. So I'll be an offering at the potter's wheel. I give you my life. I offer my best, a sacrifice. Whatever you ask, morning and night, and every hour that shall pass, it's yours to have and hold, to mold and shape. Lord, fill this place. So fill this place. Fill this place. I am a vessel born of your clay. Lord, fill this place. I can never be all you are, and all you've done so much for me, so much for me. I couldn't praise you enough. My worship, it can never measure how. Can never measure how I feel. So I give you my life. I owe it all. I offer my best, a sacrifice. Whatever you ask, morning and night, and every hour that shall pass, it's yours to mold and shape, Lord. I want you to have your way, your way, your way. Oh Lord, my life, I offer my best. You've been mold me, shape me, make me. Whatever you every hour, no matter the day, the time or place. If you can use anything, Lord, you can use me. Lord, fill this place. From the top of my head down to my feet, till I overflow, till I overflow. Whatever's not like you, Lord, whatever's not like you, Lord, come and fill this. Fill this place. Move me out the way, oh God, and fill this place. Born of your clay. Fill this place. Fill my life. Fill every hour. Fill my soul. Lord, fill this place. Fill the room. Fill the room.
So there has been a major fallout between Bernard Apostle, Master Prophet Bernard Jordan and his family, Larry Reid, St. James, Mad Church Disease, William McCrae, and Thais. I don't even know where to begin. But some time ago, Larry Reid announced that he was no longer being mentored by Apostle Bernard Jordan. And from listening to Apostle Master Prophet Bernard Jordan on Mad Church Disease, this announcement came from out of nowhere. And I think Larry Reid owed it to Bernard Jordan to give him a phone call or even a sit down meeting and explain face to face, man to man, why he was moving on or why he was leaving his mentorship and ending their relationship. So, this is what he said. I need to let y'all know that, so this is a cut and paste to many through text as well. I was on Ty's show. I hit the link when he began to cover what was said about me. He told me what was said by them. I just dragged Bernard's whole family and threatened to tell everything I found out since I left that isn't the public's business. I couldn't take it no more. Keep my name out your mouth. Well, you don't keep everybody else's name out your mouth. You call people dummy. Tell people you not on my level. You blankety blankety blank. If they reference me, us, this ministry, public or privately again, or anyone or anything connected to me, I am blowing the internet up and telling everything. I said live, your wife will know everything, and I nicknamed him Mother Master Manipulator. Isn't that you, Larry? Like I'm not going to say this word, Bitchup he is. Now, this is a pastor and a so called spiritual advisor. If that vlogger, Sissy, Saggy, James, Job of the Hut looking ASS put me in another thumbnail or reference me, I'm going live on the sins of the family. That sounds like jealousy to me that you're angry because St. James took your place and that Bernard Jordan has gone to St. James' show. And now he's been on Mad Church Disease show and he's probably going to come back real soon. And he's probably going to be on Daryl Moore, the cigar vlogger. He even talked to William McCrae several hours today, between today and yesterday. He thought about going on King Jives, but he did not. Okay, but he probably gonna end up going there too. But how are you gonna go live on the sins of the family? You don't want people telling your business. See, this is someone that can dish it out, but they can't take it. You have talked about people all over the world for all types of reasons, whether it was true, not true, or in the middle. This is not a threat, it is a promise. You did this SHIT to Brian Carn, your own son Manasseh, me, and now Matthew Stevenson. I'm your reckoning. Say nothing else, and that includes Jabba, and it's over. Now, why you got to call them names? But then when somebody say something like you want to blow the internet up. I've taken so much from so many online for years while being robbed of my time and energy. It is over in October. I mean, don't you think that's just plain childish? Larry Reid was on live today almost about 3 hours. He talked about 3 hours and he's probably going to come back on again at some point. First of all, Larry Reid, Larisha, is a liar. You have hurt other people. You have called people names, called people dummy who have 4 degrees. You've betrayed Jordan and others. You use people, and you're getting a taste of your own medicine. You don't know truth or integrity or that crowd that you hang with. And I really feel sorry for William McCrae because people in his live dogged him out as well. Okay? You said that there's a difference between exposing and exploding. The truth still stands, but we all know what you act like. A JACK, I'll let them complete it. You said that the platform always misrepresents you and your platform, and you said you choose gossip over growth. You said you choose growth over gossip, but I say you choose gossip over growth. Then you said you choose maturity over mess, but I say it's the other way around. You chose mess over maturity. Stop lying. Um, he said he was hurt. Um, but he said he wouldn't be a leader, a pastor, or a friend. He said mad church disease ate him alive. But how can you say all these things about people when you don't keep your word and you kept one person's name? You say you're going to keep one person's name private. And Matthew Stevenson should not have listened to you, even though he said he should have. Now, from what I've been told, Matthew Stevenson been going several months without paying. Bernard Jordan his money. But I also heard that Bernard Jordan, not Bernard Jordan, but Matthew Stevenson has been robbed over $500,000. And how can you, Larry Reid, threaten to tell and try to make his wife Deborah go against her husband? She's not going to believe you, and I would believe it. Deborah, don't believe him. He doesn't have a marriage, so he wants to break up your marriage. And I don't know why he's bringing Brian Carn in. Brian Carn doesn't have a thing to do with this. Larry also said that he doesn't want to throw. He said that Bernard Jordan threw shade at him, but a spiritual father shouldn't be insecure when the sun is rising. And he called a manipulator and a controlling. Said that Jordan was a competitor. The hand that anoints should not expose the sun. He was talking about Jordan, and Jordan doesn't get to play the victim. All they built was not God, he said. He said Jordan had an ego, but you have an ego. Aren't you the one singing? "Yeah, you're not on my level." You have an ego. He said in December that St. James and someone else put the address, the phone, social security number, private school daughters attended out on the internet. He's also said Homeland Security called IRS and accused Bloomer, George Bloomer. There's a lot I can say about Bloomer, and Reid of trafficking boys. He said that the love was not real and he's a backstabber, excuse me. Said he was a part of every diabolical work. In his members only, he talked about his parents dropped him and tried to force him into a square when he was a circle. But what does that have to do with anything? These are excuses. He said he has a hole in his emotions. He doesn't want to be dropped or left alone. He's gotten back close with his parents. I don't understand why you got away from your parents in the first place. He said he's done more for people and has boundaries now, and said that he is first now. So on Mad Church Disease, Bernard Jordan has said Larry Reid is giving away cards, giving away money. He was very generous to his staff, and there are several sources like Mad Church Disease are saying that Larry Reid Live is now broke. The MBN network is broke, and that he doesn't have the money that he once had before, and he's basically given Bernard Jordan almost over $3 million. He also said that the spirits talked to him and told him not to do what the colonizers did. Jordan sent an opposite text of what the spirit told Reid to do. Online, he read a text from November the 15th, already deciding he was going to leave Jordan. He called an accountant that was a friend of his and asked her to help write a letter. She basically told him he didn't need to write a letter. He just needed to go on about his business. He paid the Taruma until February 2025. He felt a chill or something in his back. He just didn't feel right. January the 17th, or well, November was his last phone conversation with Jordan. He also talked trash about Manasseh. He said that Manasseh was vengeful and vindictive and smarter and more cunning than his father. And Manasseh liked to play like they on the same team with Bishop Jordan. And then he denied that Shimako and him had a romantic relationship. So much said, so much said. I tried to watch the Thais report, but I was not able to watch the Thais report today. Basically, couldn't find the part. But I was also disturbed by all the things that was said about William McCrae. Look at line 3. Munster McCrae is only loyal to himself and a $5 chicken box. Now, I feel like for his people to go in on him like this, I feel like is Larry talking about him behind his back? Is Thais talking about William behind the back? King Jives and Mad Church Disease and what's his name? Daryl Moore. Everybody has said the same thing that they don't understand why Will McCrae has become an associated with him again. But basically, they said Mus McCrae is only loyal to himself in a $5 chicken box. Reid, know the stuff that the wig and lifted lace front said last night in Reformation. He said that he's done. Um, they also said that William doesn't mean him any good. Well, I say vice versa. Um, he basically was trying to say that Larry was right. They tried to say, "Can you please address William McCrae live last night? You can't be mad at him." I don't think. I think that I watched that because William McCrae was trying to call Larry, but Larry wouldn't answer the phone nor get in the text. Um, William needs to worry about those 5 girdles he has to put on to get in those circus suits. Circus suits. I mean, this stuff is really, really mean. Monster McCrae is only loyal to himself in a $5 chicken box. I don't like Wim at all. It was the way he twisted his position. It's how he said about putting your mouth on the man of God, and Larry is a pastor, an online pastor. Well, what was wrong with that? That is true. And then all this praise to Thais. Thais knows how to be integral while keeping your relationship respectful. Oh, please. Please. Thais is anything but respectful. I mean, he just throws off. He said, "Me either. I cannot with that whim." Ugh. So these folks have been going in on William McCrae. They're going in on Bernard Jordan. Then they said how William was rude to the staff at the Whitley during Reformation, and he almost got his wig snatched on straight. This person went in Circle 1211 really doesn't like him at all. And people try to say that Larry's a man of integrity, but please, the way he talks about people like a dog, call people names for asking an intelligent question. I asked an intelligent question, and he dogged me out, told me I was a dummy. But you've got yourself in some more mess, William McCrae. I mean, not William McCrae, Larry Reid. So I'm going to say, as I said before in the video I had before, who's the dummy now, Larry Reid? Who's the dummy now? Who's the dummy now? So here they have it, how Wim was rude to the staff. I mean, all this kissing up is disgusting. Okay, church folk love to try to reconcile people. Thanks, Bloomer. I could tell you about Bloomer. Okay, let's see. Bloomer allegedly, well, it's not alleged, was not so kind to his wife, and they're no longer together. Supposedly has a girlfriend now, but his church is in Durham, North Carolina, one of his churches. And he just makes fun and talks about how gullible Southern people are. Y'all can't trust a lot of these preachers. The preachers you should trust, you don't. And then the preachers you shouldn't trust, you give them all your money. But here it again on the bottom, you say whim doesn't mean you any good. I really enjoyed the conversation with Bernard Jordan, Mad Church Disease, and Daryl, the cigar vlogger. I think they were able to get some things straight. Um, a lot of things Bernard Jordan was not aware of. And I'm sure he wasn't because I'm sure Larry didn't tell him the truth or only told Bernard Jordan what he wanted him to know. But you really have to be careful of who you allow in your circle. And Bernard Jordan, I truly do not understand why you allow Larry Reid in your circle. You would have been a whole lot better off with St. James, Mad Church Disease, the cigar vlogger. You would have been better off with King Jives. You should have gone back to William McCrae because you known him from the past. At least William McCrae would tell you off to your face. But I think all of this is foolish. And all of us black people, vloggers, these male vloggers are going back and forth at each other. And we're living in this Trump administration, and he desires to annihilate all of us. I just think of so much more positive things we could focus our lives on. And I'm not going to totally go off because I'm trying to watch out for my health. And so, I could take Larry Reid to the reading room, but I'm not. It's not worth it. It's not worth my time or energy or my health. But I am concerned, really, looking at taking a step back and looking at it. We have so much more things we need to focus on, like all of these National Guard troops and these tanks coming to black cities. And it's just a matter of time before they come to Charlotte, before they come to Atlanta. They're already in Memphis, before they come to Raleigh, Winston-Salem, before they come to Columbia, Greenville, before they come to Miami, Jacksonville. I mean, it's just a matter of time before they come to Richmond, Virginia, if they're not already there, before they come to Norfolk and Suffolk, Virginia Beach, before they come to our neighborhood and area. And we really need to be talking about solidifying the black race because everybody who didn't vote needs to come out in November 2026. Everybody needs to vote blue. Get all the Republicans out of office, local, state, national level. Get rid of all of them because they're all crazy. They want to take away our freedom of speech. They want to take away our voting rights. They're taking away our jobs. They want us to be homeless. They don't care if we eat. They don't care if we have health care. They don't care if we lose our churches. They don't want us to have transportation. I mean, basically, they just want us to roll over and die. And he needs to be impeached and put out of office. But we're wasting time on this when we're sleeping through a revolution. Every effort, every conversation needs to be how we're going to strategize and survive, support each other, support Roland Martin, support the NAACP, support Reverend William Barber and his organizations. We need to support these organizations and come up with some ways that we can protest Trump taking our Black history relics out of the Smithsonian. He needs to be made to put them right back in there. Hang Obama picture up in the White House and stop acting like a fool. I mean, we are dealing with something. This prophecy that my relative gave when I was a teenager, back when I was in the 1980s, that he said that racism will become so bad again and stick his head up again that they will turn back the hands of time and black people will walk back into slavery. And if we don't wake up, that's exactly what we're going to do. They're going to take away all our rights. while we're sitting here arguing and fussing over something stupid. Because Larry Reid is insignificant. Yeah, I said it. The way he has treated people and called people names, he owes everybody an apology. He owes people an apology. He has young girls. How would you like if people talk to your daughter like that and your other daughter like that? You sure wouldn't like it if people talk to Lisa like that. And where are they? Did you leave them behind while you went out the country? But anyway, I personally hope you go to Ghana and stay there and don't come back. Or go to Dubai and stay there and don't come back. Larry Reid can be intelligent, but he uses it in a diabolical way and a manipulative way as he points the finger, but you need to point three of them fingers right back at you.
Weak on my own, Lord, you love me bare and natural. You need me where I am, still high on your throne. I look up to you in all I do. You're my example of perfection. To be pleasing in your sight is my soul. Go in his life, but there's no pressure to